Hi, this is BrickTsar, and I have here set 347 fire station with mini wheel vehicles. This is an old Samsonite set from 1970, so it's about 42 years old, almost 43 years old, I guess. And I got a couple of these in the mail, and I just now got around to assembling them and seeing if I had all the pieces, and I had enough to build two sets with one set of instructions. I'm going to show you some of the details of the set, which there aren't a whole lot, being that it's an old set. Really the only unique piece probably is the base plate, but I'm not even sure of that. But it's got the old wavy Lego flag. It's got a tree. There were two versions of this set. One had this two-dimensional tree, and one has the granulated tree like you see on the instructions and on the box. But this is the version I have. And if you go to bricklink.com and look at set 347-1, you'll see that it has alternate version, has the tree. Or actually, I think the alternate version shows the granulated tree, which may have been original when they first started producing it, but later production, I think they used this flat tree. Anyway, we'll go through the building process here. Alright, I've just finished building the mini wheel model maker fire station, set number 347. I did notice one thing here in these old instructions, that it didn't really match up with what you actually had to do. If you counted the studs from the end all the way to where the brick started, it would be 11 studs, and then you'd start on the 12th, and then it showed it being one stud from the back of this, but that doesn't, the math does not work out with that, so it actually ends up being two studs from the back of the path. I don't know if some of the older base plates, maybe the path was one stud longer than what the one is that I had, but other than that, it was pretty simple build. They don't put as many steps, but and some of the bricks you can't really tell, is it a 1x1 or 1x2 in there? Like there you can see a 1x1, a 1x2 next to it, but some of the places it was kind of hard to really tell. But the vehicles were real easy, of course. So we finished it up, and we are done with it. The fire station, the fire truck here with the ladder, it just barely has enough clearance to go in its little garage, and then it doesn't even go all the way in. See there, sticks out. Put the ambulance in. Tow truck busts the back window out if you push it all the way in with a hook. But that's the way it is. I guess they didn't worry too much about it being to scale or practical, but yeah, the vehicles don't actually fit in the building. Never knew that until I actually built this set today. It's the first time I've ever built it, so that's what I discovered. And I was surprised that even though it had mostly cellulose acetate bricks for the yellow, most of the red weren't, except for the plates. They actually stuck together pretty good. Now these base plate studs, they're not real good, and tiles just they pop off real easy. The tree hook, it's alright there. These studs, tiles, they don't stick to the studs real well. geometry's okay. That's an old set for you. Alright, I got this lot of pieces that I got on eBay, and I'm going to go through and see if I got all the pieces to build this set here, 347, which is the fire station with mini wheel vehicles. It's from the Samsonite era. It has 216 pieces, and some of the pieces appear to be, they're going to be a mixture of the current ABS and the old cellulose acetate type bricks. So I'm going to go through this pile and see what I got, and then we're going to try to build this set. Alright, I've gone through the inventory here from Bricklink, and I've made a complete set for set 347 from all these pieces I had. And it's one of the few times I've ever actually got a lot and I was able to have all the pieces. That is, of course, if the Bricklink inventory is correct, which I think it is because I built one of these 347s before, but I'll check that in a minute. But since I got that first one done, I'm going to see if I got enough pieces here to make another set 347. I've gone through the pieces and I have found enough of the pieces to make another copy of set 347, except I only have one copy of the instructions. I may have a copy laying around in my inventory somewhere. I'm going to look for it, but so I got two complete sets as far as the pieces go of set 347, the fire station and the box. Some of the pieces have some minor defects to them, but overall I'm really happy with this lot, having two complete set 347, the fire station. I'm going to do a build of that here in a minute, and I got all these extra parts over here that came with this lot.